Okay, Mac, check it out. This is my test hood in my garage. Just piece of crap old Ford Explorer hood. Don't even care about it. But I do use it to test stuff and even teach myself stuff, so it's very handy in that regard. If you look here, this should be very similar to what you're seeing. The video doesn't show all the freaking squirrels nearly as much as the as in real life, but you can definitely tell they're there. There we go. I got them there a little bit. Your panel looks very similar to this from what the pictures I saw, except mine don't have scratches yet. We're going to put those in there in a minute, but first I'm going to go around and show you what we're going to use, okay? First of all, I've got some sandpaper and water. Now this is 2500 grit sandpaper. It's wet dry. It's from 3M. You can get the whole kit of it. I thought it came with 3000 grit, which is what I was going to use, but I can't find any by 3000, so 2500 it is. The second thing is the Meguiar's number 83. Now you can see the cut on this is a 6, which is, I mean, it's decent. It's probably not going to pull the sanding marks out like we want. The reason I'm using this is I don't have any Swirl-X, and it's the closest thing I have to it, so it's going to be very similar to what you're going to see in your test. Second thing I've got is that M105. The cut on it is 12. It's going to focus here. Apparently not. But it's a 12 out of 10, so that's pretty high. It should power right through it. And then I have got my yellow cutting pad for one, yellow cutting pad for the other. They are a little dirty. They've been sitting around in my garage. Like I said, it's my test hood. I could care less about it. And then obviously microfiber to take it all off, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some scratches in this hood. So here we go, and I hope you can see this. Yeah, you can kind of see them there. I guess if I don't have direct light on them, you can't really. But that's okay. I wonder if I zoom out a little. This is really hard to do with one hand. Alright, well, you get the idea. There's definitely scratches in it. Yeah, you can see them going down the line there. So now I'm going to take those out. Now I don't have a tripod or anything. Let me just put this back. So you're just going to have to kind of bear with me. I'm probably going to end up clipping this together. I can't show you live pictures, unfortunately, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. You know what? Screw it. I might as well. We're going to try the 83 first. Get that shaken up. Get the M105 shaken up a little bit. Okay. Actually, you can see the scratches pretty good right now, and you can see how many swirls there were in there. So I'm going to sand these out, okay? Now normally also I would put dish soap or some type of more lubricity in here, but since it's my test hood I really don't care. But you'll probably want to do that, okay? So we're just going to sand it just like you would anything else. Just back and forth. Pretty simple. Once it kind of starts to dry a little bit, just kind of wash it off in the water and go back to it. Now this, it doesn't look like it's making any difference at all. Especially when it's wet, but once it dries you'll be able to see the difference. So I've got a drying cloth too here. So basically what you're looking for is a matte finish, and I'm actually going to hit it again, but you can tell that, I mean, that looks 10,000 times worse than it looked just over here where I didn't wet sand. But I'm going to do it one more time because I kind of have some more scratches. It feels smooth though, but I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to go the opposite way this time just to make sure. Notice how I'm not doing it in a circular pattern. I'm just going back and forth. That's basically what you want to do. Sorry if I'm yelling too. I can't. You know how it is. Same thing here. Kind of rinse it off again. Do it one more time. This will be it. And again, it's going to look 1,000 times worse than it did when we started, but that's okay, alright? We're going to fix that. Alright. Get this dried off. Towel's getting a little too wet. That's okay. Alright, you can see how horrible it looks now. Obviously that's bad, but the scratches are basically gone. I can still kind of see them live, but overall, and they feel smooth, which is also important. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to do the 83 there. I'm going to try, I should have brought tape out. I'm going to try to control it. My spot's not very big. That's alright though. Also, it's important, I didn't do this either, but it's important to use a sanding block so you keep everything level. You don't want it, you can see it right here. Or can you? God, I hate cameras. You can kind of see it right here. You can see my finger marks, and that's, yeah, there we go. Like right there, right there. That's where I put pressure down, just from doing like a 3-finger thing. You're going to want a sanding block, and that will avoid any of that, any low spots. Alright, so now I'm going to attempt, I'm plugged in, so that's good. I'm going to attempt to use the Porter cable with one hand, with I keep saying M, that's wrong, with the 83 polish on it. And I'm also going to attempt to not do the whole thing so you can see what the M105 will do, okay? So here we go.